Welcome to Mainland, your local regional television station. I'm Graham O'Brien and some of the stories coming up in today's news. Tools proving popular for thieves, Nick on Nelson, buskers kick off to a damp start, and more. Nelson police are warning people to be cautious about anyone offering second-hand tools for sale following a recent rise in thefts. Sergeant Craig Barker said police had received a number of reports recently of tools being stolen from vehicles and building sites. He said people need to make sure anyone offering tools for sale are the legitimate owner of those tools, and if the price is too good to be true, chances are they could be stolen. Sergeant Barker also urged those who use tools in their trade to be security conscious about their vehicles and sites, and that if you keep valuable tools in a vehicle, make sure it's locked and that the valuables are out of sight. If possible, park the vehicle in a secure garage or off the street. As we reported on Wednesday, the Rutherford redevelopment around the Trafalgar Centre and neighbouring buildings seems to be going smoothly, with the demolition of the buildings that until recently had housed community artworks and the Small Ball Rifle Association, the Highland Pipe Band and others who have had to relocate to other spaces. I caught up with Maria Clinton, who is the president of the Petanque Club, to see where they have moved to. Maria, the Petanque Club is now settled at the Trafalgar Park. Can you tell us a little bit about the Petanque Club and how has the move been for the club?
Well, we had to move from Parapara Road courts, which were very nice. There was 12 courts there and they were laid by us, and we were very happy renting the pipe band room for our morning and afternoon teas, and everything was fine until we got the news that we had to move on the 1st of April, which was last year, and there was a sudden move of cabinets and all our gear over to Trafalgar Park. We have been allocated a nice little room, and we're quite happy here because we have toilet facility, and we're settled in here, but the courts are not ideal because they were laid very quickly and just gravel, and petanque courts are not supposed to have played just on gravel. The correct way of laying a court is in 3 layers of sand, heavy gravel, and it has a regulation that it should be the way it should be laid. But we moved rather quickly, and we're doing the best we can on the courts we can, play the best we can on the courts that we've got. We're quite happy here, but of course it is temporary once again, and we don't know when the next move will happen. It's like waiting for an earthquake.
And your courts that you had over in Parapara Road, they were good enough to hold national events?
Yes, we had the South Island Championships over here very successfully about 3 years ago. This year we couldn't agree to it because we didn't have the facility to put up with, quite a lot of people. Our boys would have done it, but we didn't have the facility, and we couldn't have done it on what we've got here.
And how many members have you got? And I should imagine they're a little bit older. Is it a little bit stressful, the moving, and you got lots of stairs around here?
Well, when I started, I joined this club in 2003, and when I started there was a good 50 odd people playing petanque. Over the years, of course, it's as people have got older, they've resigned, and I have got 30 members at the moment, 6 of who are in their 80s. One is 93, and she's still playing, and they're a lovely bunch of people. I love them very much, and I really think over the years they've stayed with the club and been very loyal to it. And for them, I am hanging on.
And do you have any kind of events sort of to keep it more lively for them?
Well, I try to not only play petanque well, which I don't anymore, but to keep them entertained, I will have the odd quiz, I will have Mad Hatter's Day, I will do something that's a little bit different for afternoon tea time, and they like that sort of thing. So it's not only strictly sport for us. We have got some very good players in the club, which are mainly male. A few females are doing well, but the men are very good at the game. And to entertain everybody, you've got to think of everybody in the club, not just the top players.
Yeah, that's true, and you have to think of everyone in the community when we're thinking about these activities.
And we do encourage anybody who'd like to come along. We offer free bowls, BOULS, FLES, and we will give them free introduction to the game, and we welcome anybody who come along. Doesn't matter if you're 9, 10 or 20, whatever it is. We cannot seem to get these people between 65 and 70, which is good for this game. Once you've retired and you need maybe a Wednesday and a Sunday with something to do, we play here at 1:15, and by 1:30 we report at 1:15, we start at 1:30, and it's quick. There's 3 half-hour games. At 3 o'clock we stop for afternoon tea. Everybody comes up and relaxes, and we've got this lovely little room till 4 o'clock. So you can plenty of time for a chat, get to know people, make friends. Come along and enjoy us.
The Nelson Marlborough Rescue Helicopter were off rescuing again Wednesday this week, airlifting a 25-year-old Wellington woman from the Old Ghost Road track north of Lisle on Wednesday morning. The woman had been running the track with a companion when she fell and seriously injured her knee late on Tuesday. Despite her injury, the pair were able to make their way 4 kilometres to Stern Valley Hut, where they stayed overnight to reassess their situation in the morning. When it became apparent that she would be unable to make her own way out, the pair activated their emergency personal locator beacon for assistance. The Nelson Marlborough Rescue Helicopter was able to track the beacon signal to the hut where the injured woman was assessed by the on-board intensive care paramedic before she and her companion were airlifted to Nelson Hospital Emergency Department for further treatment. Nelson people will be seeing more of their elected MP, Dr. Nick Smith, this year, who has said he will be spending a Friday a month in key Nelson industries and services to complement his presence at the Nelson Market and his annual survey to help stay in touch with Nelson. In his annual speech to Nelson Rotary MP Dr. Nick Smith this week, he covered many local issues after highlighting the region's population had grown to 100,000, up from the 1990s figure of 70,000 people, while emphasising the need for investment in infrastructure, housing and facilities for continued growth. For the rest of Nick Smith's speech, please go to the link provided. The Nelson Buskers Festival kicked off late due to rain on Thursday at the beginning of the 4-day event at the top end of Trafalgar Street, with the promise of a world-class street performers doing their thing in the heart of our beautiful city.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Buskers Fest, little juggling routine. Then we're going to bring on all the way from Japan a really cool little act. Thank you very much for coming in. Do hope you enjoy it. Let's try and have some fun. So, that music coming out. Yeah, when I do it. But thank you for your prompt enthusiasm. Sorry, it's choreographed. Here we go. And the crowd goes completely sarcastic. Which is fair enough, because the good acts are coming. Don't watch this too close. A few stretches to warm up the shoulders. And now a little bit faster. I'm going to build for an applause. I'll make it really obvious. So, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Yeah, nice. The top. And we do a figure 8 through the middle. This one here I learned in Australia. It's called cheating. Tell me how many New Zealanders are watching. This is good if you've been drinking this morning. I hope not. This is called the yo-yo. This one doesn't have a name, just looks wicked from my side. This is called the conveyor belt. Now in a second the music goes faster, I'm going to juggle faster. It's your first chance to see the mullet in full flight. Not in New Zealand, but overseas. Man, this bit is wicked. Back the other way, just for the lunch. Little trick so I can keep getting work on a cruise ship. This is another variation of cheating. The French call it flourishing. Off the head to slow things down. And now some choreography just for the ladies. please. Please hang on to them so they don't rush the stage. This trick here is called paranoia. It's what I get coming back into New Zealand with an apple. 3 balls blind behind the back. Shut up, it's good from that side. Stop this remains. Thanks. Can you explain it to anyone else? Yes. Righto, please don't clap for this because it's easy. Oh, you've worked that out. Please don't clap for this because this is no trick. This isn't the trick either. So please go nuts if I catch it on the mullet, which is really difficult for me because I condition with Pantene. It's got silicone in it, it's really slippery. Actually, it strips out all the natural oil and makes the mullet brittle, and then I've got to lather myself in coconut oil and sleep in glad wrap for a night. The ladies know what I mean, but the dudes probably not need to get on with it, which I will. On 3! Sorry guys, this is not a hair care routine. 1, 2, 3! Absolutely beautiful show. Completely different style from mine. He comes all the way from Japan. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, it's Ace K.
And finally, the First World War was a transformative experience for many women of the Empire that would change the course of history for women and their aspirations and achievements in a male-dominated world.
Opportunities to take on new, sometimes less feminine roles and learn new skills saw these women become ambulance drivers, doctors, farmers and fundraisers. Women of the Empire 1914 to 1918 draws on the personal experiences of New Zealand and Australian women during the First World War, giving us a glimpse into their lives. You can find these experiences illustrated through original costumes and accessories from the Dressing Australia Museum of Costume collection at our own provincial museum.
After the break, we'll bring you the latest weather update and some events and happenings coming up from around the region.
Are you looking for a scooter, walker, wheelchair, baby seats or pushchairs? Then come in and see the Nelson Region Specialist at Mobility for You, 269 Queen Street, Richmond, opposite the library. We have a huge selection of scooters, walkers, wheelchairs and accessories, along with a free booklet guide. We also provide a breakdown service if you ever get a puncture or a flat battery. We have fully equipped service vans to rescue you. Hi, I'm Robin Jordan and I invite you to call in and see the friendly team at Mobility for You, 269 Queen Street, Richmond, opposite the library.
We're the team at J-Car, right here in Nelson, 120 Hardy Street. Our shop is full of electronic items,
including security alarm systems, electronic components,
solar and power,
electronics toys,
sound systems, cables and much, much more.
J-Car.
120 Hardy Street, Nelson.
Welcome me hearties to Smuggler's Pub and Cafe, famous for hearty meals, craft ales and a friendly service way. Sensational seasonal menus with meals all day and evening too, or sail in for a snack with special menus for young smugglers and you. Settle in for a jolly old time, relax and enjoy our award-winning dining and lovely fine wine. Decked out in an old worldly way, we're open 7 days. Book or come on in to 8 Muritai Street, not far from a beach, walk or swim. Phone 546408.
Why would you want to pay as much as $1,000 for a single bed mattress when you can buy a high quality locally made mattress like this for as little as $220? And a queen size mattress could cost you in excess of $3,000, but at Nelson Beds you could have a mattress like this as low as $425. So why would you go out and spend a fortune on your child's bedroom when you can come to Nelson Beds and buy a complete single mattress and base set, a 7-drawer Scotch chest, a headboard and a 3-drawer bedside cabinet for as little as $979? So call and discuss our custom manufacturing options and local after sales service at Nelson Beds, Nelson's only bedding manufacturer.
Nelson Tire Center, great prices, great service. Buy your own Bryford trailer, all types, all sizes. See Colin Douglas for your tires and batteries.
Sit and Be Fit is on at the Victory Community Centre Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10 a.m. at the Victory Community Church, 238 Upper Vanguard Street. School terms only. Fun while you get fitter, work at your level.
Victory 60 Plus is on Tuesdays at 1:30 through to 3:30 p.m. at 238 Upper Vanguard Street. You can join in for cards, games and a cuppa.
On behalf of the team here at Mainland Television News, thank you for joining us, and we'll bring you the latest news and events from around the region again tomorrow.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.